How are you, our dear viewers? Again, this is Kavanda from Off-Grid Farms, Uganda Limited. Here I am on our project of tomatoes. Again, I'm with one of my bosses. He can introduce himself.
Lukenge Eli, working with Off-Grid Farms.
It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
So, this is our mini dam, Mr. Lukenge. It's our mini dam. We are initiating it, as you're saying it, because we are going in a dry season. You know, most of the farmers these days are getting away from farming because of climatic change.
Yes.
And what governs farming is water. You can't farm without water. So that's why for us here at Off-Grid Farms, we want to go away from rain-fed farming to irrigation farming so that we can farm throughout the what? The year.
As you've said in the intro, that we are back into the game of tomatoes. And you're talking of the mini dam. I wanted you to clarify more about the good of this dam, because I'm seeing that it is just being dug. It is still into the process of being made, and I wanted to come to know the exact area it is taking up, because you've called it a mini one.
Here the water table is very near. We have a lot of water here.
I see.
So the water table is very near. So it's going to be 14 by 14. Then deep it's going to be around 6 feet. Where they have.
Which kind of irrigation are we going to use here?
We're going to use two kinds of irrigation or methods of irrigation. We're going to use flood irrigation. Basically, in the other field where we have prepared the fanyaju and fanyachin, or the hip method of planting tomatoes, or the ridges, we shall be applying water in between the ridges, and the water will be seeping by
Within
gravity in the ridges by gravity, as you're going to see those tomatoes which have already established there. Then in this area where they have just opened with the primary cultivation, where there is no ridges, there we're going to use overhead irrigation, and it's going to be sprinkler using engine pumps.
The water sprinklers.
Sprinklers, overhead irrigation.
Is it true that these water sprinklers cause stress to these tomatoes?
If you have not used the irrigation nozzles or the irrigation heads, and you apply water manually, but from the source you're using an engine pump, the tomatoes will get stressed, because you will not be in control of the quantity of water which you're giving to your tomatoes. But if you have the sprinkler heads,
which kind of tomato varieties are we going to concentrate on?
This time around, again, we're going to be planting two types of tomatoes, varieties. One, the trilling variety, the one that we stick with supports or sticks. Then even this ground variety. Basically, that ground variety we're going to again to be in Hansel, but F1, not F2 or F3, but F1, because at least for it it's more resistant to harsh climate conditions.
Which best advice can you give to a farmer that is now coming to this game of tomatoes, this being costly, to have this mini dam?
Farmers must get away from rain-fed farming and improvise with the resources they are having, and the resource is water. Don't always work on probability if you're going to plant a high quality crop like tomatoes. Seeds for tomatoes are very expensive, management is very expensive, and even the chemicals that are applied are very expensive. So if you lose money just by insufficient rains, there you should man up and you do the real farming of not basing on probability.
In the beginning, you said of the water table being so near. And I'm looking at a farmer who is not having this water table, which is very near. Which advice are you going to give to this person?
I would advise that very farmer to do what they call water harvesting. Dig pits in his or her garden. When rainwater or when the rain comes, he catches that water, or from roofs, or from reels that are passing by the garden. Collect that water. You can dig your a small pit of around 10 by 10. Then you can go around 10 or so feet, and you place there your polythene paper. You collect your water during the rainy season, and you utilize it during the dry season.